tutorials by Cooper Collier, lead programmer with WatersWebWorks.com. Please visit our TeamDesk expert listing if you need assistance or have any questions, and we'll be happy to help.
We now know how to make relations. So now let's do some relations and see what happens. Okay, I'm going to go to Setup in a new tab just to show you. And before we make some more relations, first thing I'm going to do, because we always do this, is create the development branch. Once I create the development branch, I'm going to go over here and close this one so I don't accidentally get confused. Now, we look here, and currently company contacts is now linked to state, and it has the state name. So when we edit a record, we can pick the state. That is amazing. But we can use this state table to work with any tables we want to. So in employees, I don't happen to have a state. We were putting them in assuming that everybody worked in the same state. Not true. So we decide to make another link, go into setup again, and we go to employees and customize existing, and just simply down here make a new reference, and we're going to make it to states. And it picked everything up from states just like before, called it state. We're good. Go back. Now go here, we can edit an employee, and now we can give that employee a state. Works the same. But what's interesting is we can make, currently we have company contacts, we have employees. We're going to stay with employees. We just made a state name to them. We can actually go in here and make another reference. Two states, save it. It named it state 1 because we already had a state 1. If we go back and look at it, now we have state as referred to state name here. We also have state in state 1, and edit it. We can pick 2 states. So see what we did there? We made it twice. But why did we do that? Actually, we intended to have the first state, and the second state is for the address of their previous address, or maybe they have every employee has a second home. I don't know, but we wanted to put it in twice, and we did. But now they're confusing names. If we go over to states and take a look at it, and we look at a state, now we have contacts, employees, and there's one, and employees again that has nothing in it. It becomes very confusing. It's even confusing if we went into the setup and look at states and go down and look at our references. We have employees again, state name here. So this is where naming comes in, and notes. So let's go back to employees so we don't get too confused. This one here, if we edit the reference, not that way though. I hit the column right there. Edit the reference right here. There it is. We're going to edit it here so it comes up. This one is actually current date. I can't spell, sorry. Current date, the employee So, and right here is an important one. This is the reference column. This is the details view, but that's what shows it in under the state table. Now it gets confusing, so we go over here, but we want to rename this one. This is going to be current employees. Okay, I'm going to save that one. Now let's take a look at what we have. Get back. And now it says current state right here. Much clearer. Don't get a note over here for it, but we see it says current state. We still have state 1 and state 2. But we'll fix that. Go in here and say edit here and do the exact same thing. But this is going to be previous state. Down here, name this one. Now, you look here where it says reference column. You may be tempted to go like this and pick state. Now I fixed it because now it doesn't say state 1 anymore. You seriously do not want to do that. The system will let you do it, but it does what's called a double reference, and that should be avoided. So typically, you never change the reference column. So we just leave that the same. We will fix that in the next place. So let's go back. And the way we get this state name essentially fixed is just to rename it here. So we would edit here, state name, yes, I can't spell, save that, and it's named here incorrectly. So we would do this one. Now we have the name, and we have, if you remember, this is the reference, and they're named correctly. Now we go and look, and I'm going to refresh. Now when we're looking at the state of Alabama, we can see the current employees. We can see who was previous, which is nobody right now. If we go to our employees and view one of them, now we have their state and previous state. If we edit it, we would do Oregon and Alabama. Go back to the states, look at Alabama, and look at currents. There's a current person in Alabama, but if we look in previous, hey, there's a different person. This list shows everybody who previously lived in the state. So it's actually all employees that previously lived in the state. So I didn't name that very good. This is contacts who are in the state, and there are no contacts in the state of Alabama. Yep, there it is. So that's how we fix it. So now that we have our previous state and the state, we like it. So what are we going to do? Well, we're in the dev branch. What we do is go database and promote this database. Okay. Okay. That's the end of this section. The next section is coming up soon.